I'm Mike Steele, and we are the Cedarfield Radio Players. The show we're doing this morning is The Great Gildersleeve. Throckmorton P. Gildersleeve began as a character on the Fibber McGee and Molly show. He was McGee's obnoxious neighbor. Played by Harold Perry, his catchphrase was, "You're a hard man, McGee." On a personal note, my first boss used to use that line all the time, and I never knew where it came from, but I laughed anyway. It began as a spin-off in 1941, and it became the first, among the first, if not the first, spin-offs on the network radio. There were 4 Gildersleeve movies in the 1940s and a short-lived TV series in the 1950s. Because of a contract dispute, the TV version didn't include Harold Perry. Another actor played the role. There was a backstory to the radio spin-off that is helpful to understanding this morning's story. I'll ask each actor to wave as I mention their names. Gildersleeve's sister and her husband died together. That's not the funny part. Gildy, played by Fritz Will, was convinced that his niece Marjorie, played by Rosie Whitehorn, and nephew Leroy, played by Warren Way, needed a father figure, him, even though he was a confirmed bachelor. There was also a live-in housekeeper, Bertie, played by Christine Watt. Gildy sold his business making ladies' corsets in Wistful Vista, the setting for Fibber McGee and Molly, and moved to Summerfield, where he became the water commissioner. His new friends were Floyd, his barber, played by John Rose, and Peavy, the town druggist. You won't hear from Peavy himself, but we will hear from his wife, Mrs. Peavy, played by Ann Williams. The third close friend was Judge Hooker, played by John Taylor. Judge Hooker presided over the guardianship proceedings and was an early antagonist. He was won over when Gildy and Peavy and Floyd founded the Jolly Boys, a cross between a barbershop quartet and the Kiwanis Club, and invited Hooker to join them. They needed a base. Still, the judge remains irascible today. Others in the cast are Adeline, Gildy's girlfriend of the moment, played by June Tate, Gildy's boss, the mayor, played by Bob Rogers, Bessie, Gildy's secretary, played by Sherilyn Heatwole, the mayor's secretary, played by Dale Boyce, the handsome movie star, Anthony Dane, is played by Craig Watt. Good Queen Bess is played by Louise Foster. The ticket man is Eldon Rucker. The narrator of the movie that Gildy takes his date to is Bob Rogers again. The show announcer is Milt Cerny, and Louisa Rucker is the spokesperson for Velveeta cream cheese. Judy Johnson and Frank Mountcastle are the jingle singers, along with June Tate, Ann Williams, Louisa Rucker, and Warren Way. Pete Hutchison and I will do the sound effects, and our director is Ellen Papa. Please welcome Ann James as our pianist. Pianist is a Covington term. Now, you already know Ann as a classical pianist, but I'm here to tell you she plays a mean rag. Thanks as always to Katrin Udala and Russell Delante. Delante got this room converted from a voting precinct yesterday at 7 o'clock to today's radio studio. Let's give him a hand. And I always like to remind people that this is radio. The actors will convey their thoughts and emotions with their voices, but you have to use your imagination to bring the action to life. And don't be bothered by the fact that the actors are on two levels. That has nothing to do with the storyline. It's simply that the cast has grown so large that we had to arrange them this way. So from April 21st, 1948, here is the Great Gildersleeve in an episode entitled The New Secretary.
The Kraft Foods Company presents The Great Gildersleeve.
The Great Gildersleeve is brought to you by Kraft Food Company, maker of the famous cheese food Velveeta. Everybody goes for Velveeta's rich yet mild cheddar cheese flavor in snacks and sandwiches and in hot food dishes. And hidden in that swell cheese flavor are important nutrients from milk. That's why smart homemakers keep Velveeta on hand regularly to spread or slice and to melt for grand economical hot dishes. Tomorrow, get Velveeta, the cheese food of Kraft quality.
It is seldom that you find the Great Gildersleeve in a movie theater, unless there's an added attraction. This evening, the added attraction is going with him to the movies.
You go ahead, Adeline. I'll get the tickets.
Oh. Is this your tickets that you're talking about?
Yes, it is.
How many?
2 adults, please.
For two? That'll be $1.
$1 for a movie? Do you know who I am? I'm the town water commissioner, that's who.
I don't know about that. If you're the Pope, it's still 50 cents.
Okay, there you go, $1. This had better be a good movie.
Did you get the tickets, Throckmorton?
Yeah, they know me here. Comfy, Adeline?
Oh, yes. Now shush, it's starting. Love is sailing in the moonlight. Love is strolling on a June night. Love is like a Santa Claus. Love is love.
You know, if the picture gets too exciting, Adeline, you can hold my hand.
But Throckmorton, this is a romantic picture.
Oh, well then, I'll hold your hand.
All right?
Nice title. Love is love.
I know you'll just adore Anthony Dane.
Anthony Dane? Who's he?
Who's Anthony Dane? Oh, Throckmorton.
London, 1560, at the court of good Queen Bess.
I just love period movies, don't you? Where they wear costumes and all.
Well, I haven't been anywhere they didn't. Which one's Anthony?
He hasn't come in yet.
Bet that's him,
Yes, that's him.
wearing silk stockings.
Doesn't Anthony walk gracefully? Look how he carries those broad shoulders.
I don't know how he does it on those spindly legs.
Shh.
Tomorrow, I sail with the Queen's fleet to the New World.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow?
Jeez. Excuse me, Adeline. I'm going to get some popcorn.
No, Captain. I'll stand the sick boy's watch. Forsooth, tonight my thoughts are too heavy for sleep.
This is the big scene I've been waiting for, Throckmorton. Anthony's soliloquy about love in the crow's nest.
Huh? Excuse me. I'll get some more popcorn.
She's gone from the courtyard. I know, in the garden. Yes, she must be there, by the fountain.
Isn't Anthony wonderful?
Well, it seems they're a little crooked.
My beloved, I'm back.
You came back, my lord. You came back after 3 long years.
3 long years.
3 very long years.
Shh.
I had to come back to hold you again, like this, because love is love.
Oh, my goodness.
Mercy, what a man.
Come on, Adeline. It's over. It's all over.
All right, but I could sit here all night.
No, no. Coming through. Pardon me, miss. Pardon me, madam.
Well, we could go home and talk about it, and I'll make some coffee.
Well, let's walk by the office first, okay? Pick up some cigars. I've chewed all I had to keep awake.
Can't you get some from at Mr. Peavy's? I'd love a soda.
It's pretty late, Adeline. Everything's closed now, and I'm too tired to go shopping around.
Well, if you're so tired, Throckmorton, let's call a taxi.
Taxi? I can't sit down anymore. 3 long years.
You know, Throckmorton, I really shouldn't be coming up to a man's office at this hour.
Why not? A man has to have cigars.
Well, if the Queen's tenant went to the fountain with Anthony unchaperoned, then I guess I could go to the water department with you.
Yeah, you know, come to think of it, I've never really shown you around here, have I, Adeline?
No, you haven't. Oh, wasn't Anthony wonderful? So tender with women and so rough with the Indians.
Yeah. Okay, now here's where I run the water department you've heard so much about. That's my executive type chair behind the desk. And there's the.
Throckmorton, do you think your hair will get that distinguished steel gray at the temples, like Anthony Dane's did in the dream years in the New World?
I've been in the New World quite a while, and it hasn't turned gray yet. But it will, Adeline, if you don't stop talking about Anthony, the Great Dane.
Oh, I'm sorry, Throckmorton. I have been neglecting you, haven't I?
Oh, that's all right. We'll get my cigars out of the drawer and we'll go home.
Oh, now, Throckmorton, don't be so sensitive. Tell me about your office.
No, no, it's not very interesting anyway. Let's go home.
Gracious, what are all these important-looking papers?
Just some reports Bessie and I have to get to the mayor early in the morning. Let's go.
Bessie?
My secretary.
You know, I think I'm a little jealous of your secretary, Throckmorton. Getting to spend all day with you, I think I'd like to trade places with her.
Huh? Well, I'd bet you'd be a better secretary than Bessie. but I don't think we get much work done.
Oh, you. Well, let's try it anyway. I'll play I'm your secretary.
Play? But Adeline,
Oh, it'll be fun, Throckmorton.
it's getting late.
Well, you sit at your desk now, and I'll help you get out your report to the mayor. There. Now, where does your secretary usually sit?
Sit? Well, Bessie always sits in that chair, but in your case.
Oh, you.
Oh, what's that? Sounds like somebody just came in.
Oh, dear.
Is that you, Gildersleeve?
Me? Oh, hello there, Mayor Terwilliger.
Gildersleeve, I saw a light and I wondered who'd be up here at this hour.
Well, it's just me and Miss Fairchild. This is our mayor, Miss Fairchild, Mayor Terwilliger.
Oh, how do you do?
How do you do? Gildersleeve, what's going on here?
Now, Mr. Mayor?
You're a city official, and this is City Hall, and it's nearly midnight. Start explaining.
Explaining? Well, it's nothing to get upset about, Mr. Mayor. We were just working on your report,
My report?
weren't we, Miss Fairchild?
Well, yes. Yes, we were.
Oh, well, then I apologize, Gildersleeve. I didn't suspect you'd be working here so late. As a matter of fact, I didn't even know you had a new secretary.
New secretary? Oh, yes, a new secretary.
Well, really,
Now, Miss Fairchild, never interrupt the mayor.
That's all right. I think you've done the right thing for once, Gildersleeve, getting rid of your old secretary.
What?
There have been lots of mistakes coming out of your office, and I know you couldn't be making all of them.
Well, I try to do my part.
What?
I mean, Bessie makes a few mistakes, but she's not a bad secretary.
Nonsense, Gildersleeve. She was grossly incompetent, and you know it.
But,
I know you hated to let her go, but an executive has to be hard at times for the good of the city.
oh yes, for the good of the city.
Why, I wouldn't even hesitate to fire you, Gildersleeve, for the good of the city.
Well, we wouldn't want that to happen.
but Mayor Terwilliger.
Good evening, Miss Fairchild.
Well, I'll say good night now, and stop by in the morning when you're not so busy.
In the morning?
I always like to get acquainted with our new employees. Don't work too late. Good night.
Oh, no, we won't work. Good night.
You see, I told you this would be fun.
Oh, no. How do I get out of this?
Pass the toast, Marjorie.
Again?
Unc, what are you doing up so early?
Good morning, Leroy. Marjorie.
Hey, you are up early.
Early? It's not so early. Bertie, breakfast. I'm in a hurry.
Ah, you, Mr. Gildersleeve? You're up early.
Oh, my goodness.
See, you are up early. What's up, Unc?
Leroy, I just have to go down to my office and take care of a few things. Eat your prunes.
You want some of the paper? Leroy has the comics.
No time for the paper.
I'll read the comics to you, Unc. Wow, zap, zowie. Take that. To be continued.
Oh, my goodness, Leroy. I have a big enough headache without that machine gun stuff.
Your eyes do look tired, Unky. Didn't you sleep well?
No. Bertie, let's hustle it up.
I get your juice. I didn't know you were getting up so early.
What was that? Oh, juice.
What did you and Miss Fairchild do last night, Unky?
Well, we went to the movies.
To the movies? Not you. What did you see?
Did you see Wolf Call?
Same thing, practically. Love is love.
Not Love is Love with Anthony Dane.
Anthony Dane. What a drip.
Oh, Unky, did he just thrill you?
No, I can't say they did.
He's a drip.
He's not.
You just like him because all he does is make love, love, love.
Leroy, don't try to be smart.
He's a drip.
Unky, make him stop.
Now, Leroy, let's not have an argument. He can't help it if he's a drip.
Unky.
Here's your bacon and eggs, Mr. Gildersleeve. You sneaked up on me this morning.
Thank you, Bertie.
Let me know next time you want breakfast early, and I'll have it ready for you any time you want it early.
Now, Bertie, let's not make a big thing of this. There's nothing so unusual about me getting to the office early.
Ha.
Leroy.
All you have to do is let Birdie know when you want breakfast early, and she'll have it ready any time you want it early.
Fine, Bertie.
I heard you coming in late last night. I didn't think you'd want it early. How was I to know?
That's all right, Bertie.
All you've got to do is let me know any time you want it early.
Yes, Bertie.
I'm up anyway. All you have to do is let me know any time you want it early.
Ye gods, I'll never get up early again. Not even to save my job. Adeline thought last night was all a big joke. Why did I ever let her play secretary? Now I have to get Bessie out of here before the mayor shows up. She's not here yet. 9 o'clock? What a secretary. Probably the mayor's right. Maybe I should fire Bessie. No, I haven't the heart. She'll never get a job anywhere else. Besides, it was my fault. No, it was the mayor's fault for snooping around. And I like this chair. Where is that Bessie?
Good morning, Mr. Gildersleeve. You're up early.
Bessie, where have you been? It's 30 seconds after 9.
I'm sorry, Mr. Gildersleeve. I'd have been here earlier, but I stopped outside the door to pick up the mail. Here it is.
Oh,
A travel circular.
a travel circular? Say, I could take a trip.
What did you say, Mr. Gildersleeve?
Wait a minute, Bessie. Why don't you take a trip?
Me? I'm going to on my vacation. I've been dying to see the Grand Canyon.
Don't take off your hat. Go see it now.
What?
The Grand Canyon's wonderful this time of year. Leave this morning, Bessie. You've been working entirely too hard. Goodbye. Have a good time.
Thank you, Mr. Gildersleeve. Mr. Gildersleeve, are you feeling all right?
No, but I'll feel better if you go on a vacation. It'll give me time to straighten out things around here.
Hasn't my work been satisfactory?
Let's not get into that, Bessie. Just take your vacation immediately.
But Mr. Gildersleeve...
Please, Bessie, don't argue. Vacate.
Mr. Gildersleeve, this isn't your nice way of telling me I'm through, is it?
No, Bessie. When you come back, everything will be the same.
I'm so glad, because a terrible thing happened to my girlfriend when she went on vacation. When she came back, her boss had been fired.
Oh, get going, Bessie. Here, I'll open the door. Come on.
You know what I told him, Judge?
What did you tell him, Mr. Mayor?
The mayor. Quick, Bessie. Hide in the broom closet.
But Mr. Gildersleeve, what about the Grand Canyon?
Don't argue, Bessie. The Grand Canyon will wait. It always has. Hop in there.
But...
Don't listen to a word we say.
Gildersleeve, are you here?
Yes, I am. Good morning, Mayor Terwilliger.
Good morning. Good morning, Commissioner.
Yes. Judge, what are you doing here?
I just had to come over, Gildersleeve. The mayor tells me you have a new secretary.
Yes. Where is she now, Gildersleeve?
Yes, well, she's in the broom closet. I mean the Grand Canyon. That is, she's out at the moment.
Oh,
She sounds like a very busy little girl.
Oh, she is. We were just discussing vacations. That's why I mentioned.
Yeah, and I hear she's very, very attractive. Gildy, is she a blonde?
Blonde? Yes.
well, I'm sorry she isn't here, but I must get to my office. Tell Miss, what's her name, Gildersleeve?
Well,
Fairchild, wasn't it?
not Adeline Fairchild. Your secretary?
Shut up, you old goat.
What's this?
Nothing, nothing. Goodbye, Mr. Mayor. Drop in again sometime.
Thank you, Gildersleeve. In fact, I'll drop right back after lunch at 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock?
The girl's new. I feel I should familiarize her with municipal operations.
Well, she's been familiar. That is, she might be out to lunch at 1 o'clock.
Well, have her here, Gildersleeve. If she doesn't mind working until midnight, she won't mind being in the office at 1 o'clock.
Oh, no.
Well, Gildy, this is a very juicy bit of gossip. It seems the water commissioner has a skeleton in his closet.
I have not. Come out of the closet, Bessie.
What?
Mr. Gildersleeve,
Well, Bessie.
I heard everything. You're going to fire me.
No, I'm not, Bessie. Let me explain.
I'm going home.
Great idea, Bessie. Stay home until I call you, and stop crying.
Yes, stop crying, Bessie, because if you heard everything, he doesn't dare fire you. Ever, ever.
Oh, I think I'll go to the Grand Canyon and jump in.
Just between us, Gildersleeve isn't going to jump in. He'll be right back.
Now, friends, you've heard about Velveeta's excellent nutritious value for your snacks and sandwiches. Why, this silky cheese food isn't empty calories. No, it is nutritious as well as delicious and as digestible as milk. But wait, there is more. Just suppose your husband calls you at 3 in the afternoon with the message that he's bringing home the boss and Mrs. Boss home to dinner at 5 p.m. After you collect your wits, you may think, oh my, what do I have in the refrigerator but leftover meatloaf, some carrots, some wilted celery, an onion, and a box pie crust mix. But wait, if you are a savvy shopper, you will also have a bar of Velveeta cheese, and that will be your salvation. So cut up and saute the carrots, celery, and onion. Roll out the pie crust and gently then melt 8 ounces of Velveeta in the double boiler and add a 4th cup milk. When all is velvety and you put them and those colorful vegetables and the meatloaf in your pie shell, you gently melt 8 ounces of Velveeta in the double boiler and add about 1/4 cup milk. When all is velvety, pour the cheese sauce over the filling and be ready to heat it at 350 for 25 minutes and place it on the table. When you do that with your bright smile, it will be genuine and confident. Of course, if you happen to have a little vanilla ice cream and some Kahlua or Grand Marnier on hand for dessert, things will go better and be spiffy.
Well, it's been a tough day for the water commissioner, and it's getting rougher. The great man has sent Bessie home until he figures out his secretary problems. And he's working on them right now under a hot towel in Floyd's barbershop.
Let's see. I could have Bessie dye her hair blonde like Adeline's. No, the mayor would see through that.
What you mumbling about, Commish? Speak up. I'm getting lonesome.
Just thinking, Floyd.
I'll say you are. Got something on your mind, ain't you?
How do you know?
Well, a barber works pretty close to the brain. He can tell. Here, let me feel. Yep, you can feel the wheels going around. Pocketa to pocketa to pocketa.
All right, Floyd. I happen to have a headache. Stop the clowning.
I'm sorry, Commish. Just making conversation. Part of the service.
All the service I want is a shave, Floyd, and hurry it up.
Okay, but you ought to let me do something about those eyes, Commish. Looks like you've been working 'em pretty late nights. Har, 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 har.
Har, 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 har. Very funny.
Here, let me drop a little murine in 'em.
Well, it might feel pretty good.
Open the left one.
Hmm.
There you are.
Whoa, Floyd, don't drop 'em from so high.
Okay. Right eye, Commish. That's it.
Well, if you're going to drop it, drop it.
Well, keep it open. Don't flinch.
It is open.
Okay. Bombs away.
Not the whole bottle, Floyd.
Well, that one was a little worse. How'd they get in such bad shape, Commish?
Huh?
Personally, I wouldn't stand for it. Working day and night like you do it down at the office?
Hey, what is this, Floyd?
Why, I even hear it takes 2 secretaries to keep up with you.
What?
One for during the day and one at night.
I see Judge Hooker has been here. Now get this straight, Floyd. I have only one secretary, and that's Bessie.
Oh, yeah? Then who was that the mayor caught you with up at the water department last night? A mermaid from your reservoir?
Floyd, Miss Fairchild and I stopped by my office to get some cigars after a movie. That's the truth.
Uh-huh.
Now, Floyd.
Couldn't you feed the mayor a better story than that, Commish? Like maybe he was waiting for a streetcar?
It's all a horrible misunderstanding, Floyd. The mayor assumed Adeline was my new secretary, and now he's coming back at 1 o'clock to have a talk with her.
Oh, yeah? What you gonna do, Commish?
What would you do, Floyd?
I'd hire her.
What?
I'd like to have a classy dame like Miss Fairchild around here to sharpen scissors and stuff.
That's silly, Floyd. I can't let Bessie go. Besides, Adeline knows nothing about stenographic work.
So what? Put her on the city payroll. What have you got to lose?
Only my job, that's all.
Oh, yeah, that's a point. Hey, why don't you have her come down at 1 o'clock and save your hide and then let her go?
No, Floyd, that's ridiculous. Get me out of here.
But why not?
That would be gross misrepresentation. It would be dishonest and unethical, and I won't do it. Adeline doesn't answer. Well, I'm kind of glad. I'd hate to be dishonest and unethical like that Floyd. Hello, Miss Peavy. Where's Mr. Peavy?
Hello, Mr. Gildersleeve. Mr. Peavy's in the back straightening things up. Frankly, I think he goes back there to take a nap. He'll come out in an hour or so, all bleary-eyed. How are things with you today?
I have a splitting headache. Everything's been going wrong today, Miss Peavy, from the time I got up this morning.
I'm sorry to hear that. I woke up quite pleasantly this morning to the scent of lilacs coming through the windows.
I didn't sleep at all well. I didn't feel like eating breakfast.
I'm very fond of lilacs.
Everything went wrong at the office.
So is Mr. Peavy.
What?
Fond of lilacs.
Oh, my goodness, Miss Peavy, we're not talking about lilacs.
I am.
All right, go ahead and talk about them.
I've been talking about them.
Miss Peavy, I came in here with a headache, and it's getting no better fast.
Well, that's too bad, Mr. Gildersleeve. Why didn't you say so?
I did, but you were too busy talking about lilacs.
Well, I happen to like lilacs.
Okay.
And so does Mr. Peavy.
So you told me. Give me an aspirin and a glass of water. Make it 2 aspirin.
My, you are upset.
You'd be upset too if you had my troubles. You're lucky you don't have the mayor to contend with.
You're right there, Mr. Gildersleeve.
You're lucky you don't have secretary trouble.
I wouldn't say that. Sometimes I get a little envious when I hear about the little adventures secretaries have.
Oh? What have you heard, Miss Peavy?
Druggists don't repeat everything they hear, Mr. Gildersleeve. Code of ethics, you know.
Code of ethics? No matter what you've heard, I can explain it.
You don't have to explain anything to me, Mr. Gildersleeve.
The judge has been in here telling you about the trouble I've been in, hasn't he?
Well, I can't say that he has.
He has, Miss Peavy, and you know it.
Yes, I know it, but I can't say it. Code of ethics and all.
Code of ethics. I don't care what you've heard. The only thing I'm worried about is what I'm going to tell the mayor at 1 o'clock.
You care for another aspirin?
No, it's too big of a problem for another aspirin. Miss Peavy, I respect your opinions. What do you think I should do?
Now that's a question. There's an old saying, he who dances must pay the fiddler.
But there's been no dancing and no fiddling.
Pretty sound advice. There's another one. Who plays with fire?
Oh, I give up.
Don't you want to hear the rest of it?
I know the rest of it. Thanks for the aspirin.
All that advice and he didn't buy a thing. I think I'll take an aspirin myself while Mr. Peavy is still asleep.
Judge, what do you mean by spreading this stuff all over town?
Now, Gildy, calm down. You wouldn't be in any trouble at all if you had told the mayor the truth when you should have.
Well, I tried to, but he gave me such a good excuse that I couldn't pass it up.
Uh-huh. Now then, my advice to you is to go back and tell the mayor exactly what happened. That you stepped to your office for a cigar right after that show.
But you know the mayor. He's very excitable, Judge. He's liable to fire me right on the spot.
Well, you're going to have to take that chance. And if you really want to make an impression, you won't wait for the mayor to come to you. You'll go to him.
What?
Yes, march right into his office like a good little soldier. Beard the lion in his den.
Well, I don't like the way you put it, Judge, but I'll do it. Beard the lion in his den. I wonder if the lion's been fed. Well, good afternoon. Is the mayor in?
Mr. Gildersleeve, come in.
Thank you.
Laryngitis, Mr. Gildersleeve?
Oh, no, I don't think so. Although it has been a little damp in the water department. Is the mayor in?
I expect him back shortly. He went to lunch with a lady. The mayor is very busy this morning cleaning house.
Cleaning house?
He's been on quite a rampage. I'm afraid we're losing some of our personnel.
Oh?
He's due at your office at 1 o'clock.
Well, yes, but
Well, Gildersleeve, there you are.
Oh, yes, Mr. Mayor. Here I am.
Well, this saves me the trouble of going to your office to tell you what I have to say.
Well,
I found out a few things since I talked to you last.
You have? Well, if it has anything to do with my new secretary.
It has everything to do with your new secretary. And Gildersleeve, this calls for a change in the water department.
Yes?
I will not tolerate people who are undependable, frivolous, and who shirk their responsibility.
That's me?
Now then, about this new blonde secretary of yours, Miss Fairchild.
Yes?
On the way back from lunch, you know what I discovered?
Yeah? What?
She was going into a movie on city time.
To a movie?
Some ridiculous picture called Love is Love. Gildersleeve, you have to let her go. Fire her.
Fire her? Well, if you say so, Mr. Mayor, yes!
What are you laughing at, Gildersleeve?
Nothing, nothing. Good old Anthony Dane.
We'll hear from the great Gildersleeve again very shortly.
Mom, I'm home. School was great, and best of all, my cheese sandwich has been the best traded lunch all week long. Everybody in third grade wants the yummy, good, bright yellow cheese that you use. Velvety Velveeta, yum, 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 yum. So, I know how you like me to share and be thoughtful and generous. So, I invited all my class friends to come home for an after-school snack. 13 are at the back door. Could you make us each an ooey gooey good drippy sandwich snack? I saw a big block of Velveeta this morning. You said you got it for a nice price. I told them it was good for them. And they wondered how that could be because it tastes so good. Mommy, you are the best. They think so too. Mom, are you okay? Sit down. I'll make the Kool-Aid.
Ye gods, Bessie. I got your job back for you. Now stop daydreaming. Let's get on with the work.
I'm sorry, Mr. Gildersleeve. I was just thinking about my vacation at the Grand Canyon.
Vacation's coming August, Bessie. Let's buckle down. Here it is, nearly 5 o'clock. We'll never get these reports to the mayor.
Mr. Gildersleeve, may I make a suggestion?
What is it, Bessie?
Why don't we come back tonight and work?
Whoa, not that!
The great Gildersleeve was played by Fritz Will. The mayor was Bob Rogers. Adeline was June Tate. Judge Hooker was John Taylor. Floyd was John Rose. Mrs. Peavy was Ann Williams. Also heard in our program were Eldon Rucker, Louise Foster, Craig Watt, Rosie Whitehorn, Warren Way, Christine Watt, Sherilyn Heatwall, and Dale Bruce. For Kraft Foods was Louisa Rucker. The Jingle Singers are Judy Johnson and Frank Montcastle. With Louise Rucker, June Tate, Warren Way, and Ann Williams, sound effects were provided by Pete Hutchins and Mike Steele. The pianist was Ann James. The director was Alan Papa.
Thanks, Milt. Excuse me a second. Before we go, I'd just like to remind everyone that United States security bonds are a mighty good investment, both for our country's future and for your future. You get $4 back for every 3 you put in. Folks, buy those bonds regularly.
Thank you. This is your announcer, Milton Cerny, saying goodbye for the Kraft Food Company, makers of the famous line of Kraft quality food products.
And for me, too.